Chapter 16. Waste Management. Let's begin. What do you do to the empty packet of chips you purchase? Obviously you throw it. And what do you do to the peel of banana after you eat up the banana? Again the response will be same, that you throw it away. Because you consider it is of no use. Similarly, all of us produce waste every day. Waste comes from our homes, schools, offices, markets, industries, agriculture, and commercial places. Garbage is an unwanted or undesired material or substance. It is also referred to as rubbish, trash, or junk. Where do we throw garbage? It is thrown into the garbage bins kept at different places by the municipal authorities. Have you ever thought, where does this garbage go from the garbage bins? This garbage is collected and carried by the municipal vehicles to a distant place for disposal. It takes a lot of time for the garbage to break down into smaller pieces and decompose. Waste. Any material which cannot be used in the form in which it is produced is called a waste. Waste causes soil, water, and air pollution and is posing a serious threat to lives of plants, animals, and human beings. Sources of waste. Man has been continuously exploring new technologies for his growth and development. These new technologies have improved our living standards, but they have also resulted in large amounts of wastes. The waste materials are generated by several sources. Domestic waste, agricultural wastes, commercial wastes, biomedical waste, industrial waste. Types of wastes. Waste can be grouped into biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. Biodegradable waste. Wastes that decay and mix with soil are called biodegradable wastes. All wastes derived from living matter are biodegradable. This includes food wastes, paper, clothes, wood, etc. Things that get broken down or degraded naturally by biological or microbial action are called biodegradable. Such waste is also known as organic waste. Non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable waste does not rot and mix with the soil. It includes plastic bags, plastic packaging material, metal containers, glass bottles, broken glass pieces, and bulbs. Generally, these wastes are not reused and accumulate in the ecosystem. Management and disposal of waste. Although we cannot stop using some things, we can reduce their usage. For example, by carrying a cloth bag while buying vegetables and other food items, we can reduce the use of plastic bags. The most effective way in this regard is the 3R strategies, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce. This method emphasizes on minimizing our requirements. If you already have old color boxes or exercise books, you should refuse to buy new ones. Remember, the more we consume, the more waste we produce. Recycle. Recycling is a method of using waste materials to make the same or new useful products. Collection of recyclable material helps in reducing waste like glass, plastic, paper, and metal. When recycled, some of these materials are used to create more of the same original product, while other materials are used to create entirely different products after recycling. Dealing with garbage. Waste from our homes is generally collected by our local municipal authorities through regular waste collection. What happens to the waste that is collected from households? Waste is a mixture of many things. It can be separated into 4 parts. The waste is dried and the metals, plastics, and glass are separated from it. Such waste is used as recyclable material. Organic waste such as animal and plant waste is separated and is used to make compost. Dry waste, which contains paper, textiles, and wood, is used as fuel to obtain energy. The remaining waste like stones, mud, and soil is used in landfills. Landfill. The landfill is the most commonly used method of waste disposal. This process of waste disposal mainly focuses on burying the waste in the land with help of bulldozers. Landfills are found in almost everywhere. There is a process used that eliminates the odors and dangers of waste before it is placed into the ground. This method is becoming less these days because of the lack of space available for landfills and a strong presence of methane and other gases, which can cause numerous environmental contamination problems. Incineration or combustion. You must have seen that gardeners gather leaves and twigs and burn them. This method is known as incineration or combustion. It is a type of disposal method in which solid wastes are burned at high temperatures so as to convert them into residue and gaseous products. The main advantage of this method is that it can reduce the volume of solid waste and reduces the stress on landfills. Incineration is mainly adopted by the countries where landfill space is no longer available, such as Japan. Although it's wise to stop such practices, as the smoke and gases produced are harmful for our health. It also destroys dry leaves and twigs, which could be used as manure. Composting. Composting is a natural biodegradation process in which organic or biodegradable waste turns into nutrient-rich food for plants. This method is cheap and safe and can significantly reduce the amount of disposable waste. Biodegradable waste has a number of nutrients that are good for plants. The organic wastes, which are rich in organic matter, is allowed to decompose by adding microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. This organic manure is also called compost, which is used as fertilizers in agriculture. This process is known as composting. The organic waste is recycled back to the soil by allowing the waste to rot in a compost pit. This is simply a pit into which biodegradable waste is thrown and covered with soil. The natural process of rotting occurs, and the nutrients in the waste get recycled to yield manure or compost. Let us do an activity to recognize different types of waste. Vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is the breaking down of organic material through the use of worms. In nature, organic matter is decomposed through these organisms. Vermicomposting helps in speeding up Mother Nature's process of breaking down organic matter. The end product of vermicomposting is a substance called vermicompost or worm castings. This is a nutrient-rich organic substance that can be added to soil to increase its organic matter content and available nutrients. What do red worms eat? A common way to use this process is to build worm bins, basically boxes that contain worms. Organic matter is added to the bin for the worms to eat. A type of earthworm, the red worm, is used to convert organic waste into manure or compost. The red worms possess a special structure called gizzards with which they grind food material. A red worm eats food equal to its weight every day. Their castings are used as rich manure. Vermicompost can be made in 3 to 4 weeks. Using earthworms to convert organic wastes is an ecologically safe method that leads to an environmentally safe product. Recycling of paper. Used paper can be recycled to make paper again. Recycling paper, besides reducing waste, also helps us to protect nature. Paper is made from wood. Every year, large areas of forests get cleared to obtain wood, some of which is used to make paper. Recycling paper will ensure cutting of lesser trees, thus saving forests. Waste paper is also used to make paper march objects. Plastic, a boon or a bane? Plastic is a material created and extensively used by humans. It is a synthetic or semi-synthetic material. It is available in various shapes and thickness. Unique property of plastic is that it can be molded. Plastic is useful in many ways as well as a material of disadvantage to mankind. It is of great use in day-to-day life, but it cannot be destroyed no matter what efforts are made. Thus, this is a matter of serious issue. Plastic as a boon. Plastic is a boon to mankind. It has proved to be very useful in all walks of life. It is used by maximum people. It is easily available as well as cheap. Today, we cannot imagine our lives without it. Plastic has proved to be a boon in various ways. Plastic vials, bottles, syringes, tubes, and many more articles made of plastic are used in hospitals to save many lives every day all around the globe. Plastic is used as carry bag, helpful to carry things. Earlier, the bags made of cotton or jute were used to carry things. But, with the invention of plastic, these bags are replaced by plastic bags, as aesthetically they look good and have become much commercialized. Plastic is used to make bottles, chairs and toys. Plastic containers have taken their place in our kitchen as they are airtight, easy to handle and quick to wash. Good quality plastics are unbreakable and are used in the manufacture of various articles like television, tape recorder, computers, etc. In our day-to-day lives we use pens, boxes and many electrical appliances which are all made of plastics. Plastic as a bane or curse. Plastic is a curse too. It is very harmful to our health. It cannot be destroyed easily. Plastic waste accumulated in landfills amounts to a lot of soil pollution over the years since they are non-biodegradable. Soil loses its fertility if plastic is buried in the land. When plastic is burnt, the harmful fumes enter into air and have direct effects upon someone who breathes it. Plastic also finds its way into drains and sewage pipes, clogging them. More often than not, this may lead to water pollution directly and or indirectly. Plastics take thousands of years to decay. Animals sometimes consume plastic and die painfully as plastic chokes their digestive and respiratory tracts. Thus, it is not only harmful to human beings, in fact causing harm to other living beings too. Minimize the use of plastics. Plastics cannot be destroyed. But we have to minimize the use of plastic to save our environment. Tons of plastic is produced on daily basis, which after use, lingers over here and there. This has to be checked. We should cultivate the habit of using cloth bags or paper bags instead of plastic bags. Instead of using plastic containers, China clay containers can be used. Instead of dumping plastic bottles, recycle them. We should choose and buy products with less packaging. Instead of throwing the old plastic toys, we should give them to needy. Usage of plastic cannot be stopped completely, but its use can be decreased gradually. It is boon as well as curse to mankind. It is very beneficial, and to rule out disadvantages and protect our environment, it should be used judiciously.